Hey guys, Frankie James with Triple Post Podcast.
I mean, I don't know what he's got going on.
Don't beat me up this time, all right?
Don't you know? We're back Wednesday.
What's up, Frankie?
Sorry for the wait, people. It's been a long day. Frankie James here with our special guest co-hosts. We don't do this too often, but we're moving on from things. We got the main man OB back in here. OB, welcome back. How are things, man?
What's up, bud? Things are good. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. And we just had you on. We had an incredible episode. I want to thank everybody for the support on that. That was a really good show that you and I were able to do. And I'm a little upset, though, because your studio looks better than mine, respectfully saying. You look like you put a lot of hard work in there.
Yours is in transition. Yours is, I know you got some artwork you're getting ready just to set up and lay up on the walls and get it all together.
Well, I guess we'll do the mention since you, once again, you laid me up there. That's the common thing. I just got a piece of art in from you see me share a lot of his stuff. My buddy Kev. Make sure you check him out. Can't remember off the top of my head what the biz is because it's a few words, but I'll make sure I post it. But he created this for me. This is on a canvas. One of the pictures that I done from Rob Sella at the Threes tournament. He turned this into a nice canvas for me. I guess I will do the little announcement. These are going to be our captain's gifts and some of our assistant captains. They're not going to get a picture of me. But when we do the photos, they'll well, you know what? Maybe everyone just get a picture of me, OB. Just a picture of me.
I just
imagine how disappointed people would be.
People would be excited, especially is that a reflective visor on your bucket in that picture? Do you have a tinted visor?
It is. I only wear it. Absolutely is. I only wear that with chirping pucks because it's another feel. It's a different feel when you got that jersey on. I think I wore it once with you guys with the Demons and probably scored 3 points. It just elevates the game and lets the people know, hey, this guy's probably not one to mess with. He's putting the puck in the net and he's putting the boys on the ice. So we got a tinted visor. I have an eye patch on. You might not have known. But yeah, a big shout out to Kev for getting me that. We're gonna put that up on the wall. Make sure you check him out on his social media. Absolutely good stuff. We have Erica checking in. First comment tonight. I hate that mirrored visor. I don't know why. I like it. It's an intimidating factor, hon. All right, people see that and they're like, hey, we absolutely. They're gonna back off. They're gonna see me out there and they're gonna be like, you know what? We gotta back off from him. But we appreciate the comment. We got some comments, posts already coming in here on IG. Can't really pronounce that last name. That's Gammy, and of course the one and only Ice Gremlin, Justine, Chirpy Puck, champion, assistant captain, been helping me get everything rocking and rolling for the showcase coming up. Big shout out, thanks for checking in there.
She's also a demon.
I want to figure out that you would take that lead on that one. I want to make sure you give the plug. I can't keep up with all the teams, dude. As I'm the guy here that's barely playing anymore. Which brings me to my next point. We got a guest. We got a guest there, B. We got a good guest tonight. A first timer on the podcast, and a new hockey player. Just been playing for a few months. I remember when her and Allison and I had the conversation about her wanting to get to play hockey, and I was supposed to meet Allison down there at the rink, and we couldn't make it. So I set her up with some of the coolest guys I know. OB being one of them. Richie, Anna Lee, and Joe, they took her under the wing and kind of looked out. But not only looked out, I would have conversations with OB as my hidden scout. And I'd be like, hey, man, how's she looking? And then he would give me a full report. But we're not going to wait too much longer. We're going to get her in here. The one, the only, the blonde bombshell out of Northeast Philadelphia, AB17, Allison Baretta, my longtime friend. Welcome to the Triple Bucks podcast, Allison. Come on.
Hi.
There we go. Okay, I was wondering. I was just looking there, looking cute, huh? That's nothing to say. I'm here for it. Fucking right. Allison, thanks for being on part of the show tonight. How are
Thank you
things?
so much for having me. Pretty good. I'm here.
Absolutely. Good, good. Happy to have you here. Really excited about it. And just kind of like a little bit of our history. I've been friends with Nick, Allison's brother, for since I was in high school. We grew up together. We played hockey together. Him, and Leo. Everybody knows how when I mentioned Leo, we were very close friends. Allison knew Leo very well as well, just from growing up together. And Nick eventually moved away. And years later, the Philadelphia Flyers alumni fantasy camp just this just this past year, a few months ago, actually. Gentleman keeps walking by me. What is with these two guys? We were hugging, laughing, and just like, oh my God, dude, no way. And I got to run into Nick, and then obviously got to see Allison again, and we kind of reconnected. And she got interested in wanting to play hockey, and here we are now. We have her on the show to kind of talk a little bit about that. OB, I know that you got the chance to meet Allison a little bit. I'll let you jump in there as well, and just kind of like how you guys kind of got to play a little bit together on the ice for Foundry.
Yeah, so we do the Foundries every Thursday. We do Foundries every Monday. So I see Allison quite a bit up at the rink. We did get introduced via Frankie. I told her we wouldn't hold that against her, and still I've been obviously keeping an eye on her progress and watching her evolve as a hockey player. So it's been a lot of fun to get to know Allison.
Yeah, well, likewise. I've appreciated everybody's, everybody's.
Yeah, and from what I've heard, she's just been doing to really get out there.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't get the chance to really get out there much with her, and I finally had the opportunity.
Yeah, and you were impressed. You were dazzled, weren't you?
Yeah, Allison, you can keep going.
You just couldn't believe that how
I was absolutely dazzled. I was absolutely dazzled.
Well, you really couldn't believe that, like, I ran someone over on my first shift.
I can't believe how much you would take the body.
Like I said, to be fair, I don't always do that on purpose. A part of it is a skill issue. Like, I'm still learning how to properly stop, but it doesn't stop me from getting people's way. And if I'm trying to, strip the puck from them or something, but I was a martial artist in another life, so I like to think maybe that toughened me up a bit. And I just knock on wood all the time that every time I get down, I get back up. Like the song. Never going to keep me down. Yeah.
I love that. And it's funny that she said that, OB, because if you remember, she said, I didn't intentionally try to hit him, but I was an MMA fighter. Come on now. You're not fooling anybody.
Not MMA.
Come on.
Yeah, Allison, what? I know you were in martial arts. What martial art was it specifically?
So I practiced Tang Sudo for over 10 years. I guess you could call it Korean karate as another name for it. So there's similarities to Shotokan karate.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I have a black belt in Hapkido as well. So it's more like your joint locks and flipping over people. Oh. And I've done a little bit of grappling.
You got to enforce her.
Yeah, I guess so. But I probably shouldn't try to give someone an arm bar on the ice.
I love that.
I might get in trouble.
So you imagine. Speaking of arm bar, Richie O'Brien checks it on Instagram. She's always throwing the body out there. Listen, Allison, you can say that you're not out there to set the tone, but let me tell you something.
Apparently I am.
You're setting the tone because everybody.
I guess I'm developing a reputation
cut through a clip.
Now, which I guess
I love that. And nothing like a good reputation.
Well, I guess it depends.
I think that's all. So well, let's get a little bit more. Yeah, it definitely does. We're gonna keep going a little bit here too. So outside of hockey, you kind of just got into the sport. Like, before you kind of got involved with it, like, what are some of your other hobbies and stuff like that? And anything that you want to kind of point out, like hockey is still relatively new for you for playing. So what took up so much of Allison's time beforehand?
Well, like I said, I did martial arts for over a decade, and that was a lot of my time. I taught for a bit. I earned my 3rd degree black belt, and I really especially the last few years, I dedicated myself to really honing my skills, especially if I was teaching, because I wanted to be able to know my stuff in order to pass it down to other people. And But then outside of that, I really got into Formula One. I think that's part of the reason I went with AB17 as like my
Let's
brand,
go.
I guess. Yeah. Thinking like, I don't know how many people out there. I don't know how many out there watching.
Let's go. Shout out.
I don't know how many people out there in the F1, but you think of like Max Verstappen, number 3, he's not number 1 anymore, but like MV3 or like Lando Norris 4, LN 4. So it's just like AB17. That seems cool, I guess. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll wait and see.
I like it.
It works.
We got A, B, and OB.
It works.
That does work, yeah.
A, B, OB, and then Frankie. I like it. This
combo breaker.
could be. Sadly, this looks like it could be a solid line right here, but we have so many returning players from the past. Like I was starting to look at the roster for the showcase in April, and I'm starting to get the ideas down for the lines, and I'm like, dude, who am I going to put with who? Like, I can't break up the OBs. I want to get Bill on the line with them. Then we got Adam. Well, Allison's also playing with them. Well, I miss playing with the boys. It could be just a shift. We might have to bring a couple of coaches on, boys. Just a couple of coaches to be like, hey, man, you're up next. Hey, Allison, go out there and lay the body.
I think me and Richie would be fine to have Allison on the line because we know where she's going. She's going directly to the crease.
To the net.
With her stick down right in front of the net. So I think me and Richie would be happy to have her on our line. We know exactly where she'll be every time.
It's official. Our first official line. We got the OBs and AB. The OB. Oh, dude. Oh, man. It's got a good ring to it. Just put on a couple of eye patches and you're ready.
Yeah, I guess for the cool
that's
factor.
Great,
but I have a hard enough time catching passes as it is. I don't think I need an eye patch right now.
Well, actually, Dave Mulcahy just got off the phone with them. Comment here coming on the screen. F1 is fascinating. Dave Mulcahy checks in, and a big congratulations to Dave Mulcahy. Just accepted a new position with a new firm as the chief operating, the man in charge. Really excited for Dave on that one. Dave has been with me in the legal field for so long. One of my closest friends out in Texas. He's here in Philadelphia for the night. Dave, really proud of you. Thanks for everything you've done for me, and looking forward to hearing more about your journey and what you got going on. So a couple more comments on the screen here. Frankie, what's with the beater? Well, respectfully, it's not a beater. It's just a regular tank top. Second of all, I'm a little warm. Third of all, you never know who may appear in the old comments. Got to let them know. Listen, sun's out, guns out. Back off the old lurkers. More or less. We got bold statement. Not too sure. Bold statement. Not too sure what the bold statement was, but I'm going to go with that. It was the eye patches. Yeah. So we got I told him I want him to show off the guns tonight. Thank you so much there. And then we got one more from Nick. A lot of comments tonight. Now I got to step it up. Well, Nick, we won't be playing against you, but yes, you do have to step it up because you are going to be playing up against a really good team. The Chirpy Pucks need to get ready. And I've heard a little bit. And hearing a little bit about the roster, the one player I was wondering if they were going to bring, they are bringing her, and she's fun. She's good. I'm excited. I'm excited to see her go up against her because she's pretty nasty. But not only that, but she gets a little chippy on the ice. Good thing we have our enforcer, Johnny, to let her out. Go get her, AB.
AB17, get her.
Please drop the ball.
That's so threatening, isn't it?
A little raw. Absolutely. Let's go. Let's keep it rocking and rolling, though. Thanks everybody for the comments so far. We got a lot of action so far. So, John, of course, I want you to just also jump in there. And after this last take I do have another question for you as you apply. You're getting ready to play hockey. Favorite player.
I kind of lost you there. What did you ask?
Yeah, I lost him as well.
Yeah, that's right. That's me. That's on my that's my fault. Sorry, but a little service issue. Everybody knows Verizon has been down for a little bit, and of course we have Verizon Internet. So we're sorry about the audio, and it might be a little bit more of a slower show with the just because of what happened with Verizon today. They are not a sponsor, by the way, of the Trip Bucks podcast. But Obi, I'll let you jump in too as well to kind of get part of the discussion as I check some of these comments as well.
I'm officially invited to the conversation now.
And nobody heard me again, right?
Yeah,
No?
you're allowed.
Yes.
You can ask one question.
I did get one question. Pre-scripted. No, I think so.
Amateur hour.
We just talked about the AB17. So the 17 is obviously your hockey number.
Yeah.
Where do you get your hockey number from?
Rod Brindamore, my favorite player ever.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, he's the reason that I became as invested in the Flyers and hockey as I did, and that stuck with me. And I'm gonna say it now, it's a crime that he's not in the Hall of Fame. I mean, like, what the hell? Like, won a Stanley Cup, won a Selke. I think he won twice. I mean, he had that Ironman streak for a while. Like, he is now. Funny story. So my team, the Crack Babies, I had to wear my red Hurricanes Rod Brindamore jersey. My jersey's not in yet. So they just started calling me, Rod the Bod, which, next to him, I look like a bag of mashed potatoes. He is an Adonis. He is cut. He is an
Adonis.
He is. And I'm not putting myself down. Like, I'm very comfortable in my body.
Mashed potatoes.
Compared to him, have you seen him? I mean, have you still seen him? He's like 55, and he could still he did an alumni game recently, and like he could still stick with it. There's a story back, I think, from his rookie year. I think it's when he was. I don't know if it was his rookie year or during his college time, but in any case, he lived at the gym. Obviously, like he was just like so hardcore working out. And one time they had to put a padlock on the gym door to keep him out. And I don't know if he ended up breaking the padlock and going in anyway, but I want to say he did. You can like fact check that later to see if that's true. But I do know they put a padlock on to be like, no, Rod, you need to like quit for a while. Like, go watch TV or something. Sit down, have a beer, whatever.
Relax.
Just yeah.
That's what they say about me with the snack drawer. The snack drawer is they put a lock on that.
We all have our vices.
I said the snack drawer. They put the lock on the snack drawer for me.
I heard.
Yeah, absolutely, we do. Listen, the comments are flying in tonight. We have Tyndall checking in. Original OG chirping puck. Tyndall will be making a return back to coming out and playing with us at the showcase. One player that I absolutely loved is having on the field with us. Incredible player, silky hands. I can't wait to have Tyndall back. And another comment we have here: any tips for a pond hockey team that likes snacks more than playing hockey? And then he said, "You said snacks." That's from Camp Hope Hockey. That's for checking in Camp Hope Hockey. Like that. And if you're ever interested in any kind of sticks or anything like that, we got our good man OB here. If you want to do a quick mention of a little something real fast about where to get the top of the line sticks.
Happy to.
As he's grabbing that stick. Make sure you check us out on social media. Oh, I want that one so bad, dude. I want.
This one's a lefty. Are you a lefty, Frankie?
No, I'm not weird.
I'm weird.
So
yes.
I would definitely recommend checking out the Toby. Good for ball hockey, ice hockey, pond hockey.
Dude, I want
all new
one
graphics coming this year.
I really want that one. I want that one in a righty. Like that thing is so clean.
We have new graphics coming out, and then we'll actually.
What do I got to do to get one of them? Where do we got to go? Oh, new graphics.
Yeah, we're gonna have new graphics coming out. We're gonna bring it to the showcase. So I think that when we leave the showcase, you'll leave with the righty.
Nice. That's awesome. I can't wait for the showcase, but we'll save that for later on. Let's keep it rocking and rolling here. Obviously, Rod the Bod was a big influence. How could it not be? I remember seeing the video of your first shift, and we'll talk more about that game later on. But there's nothing like seeing a new player in an NHL jersey. I mean, I saw Rod the Bod completely acceptable, but when I see players out there with the old Wayne Gretzky jersey, just putting on the old 99, just let know, hey.
Now,
I want to know your opinion actually on that, OB. Maybe you too, Allison, as a new player.
Yeah. I just want to add real quick though, that jersey I was wearing, it was Rod Brind'Amour. It was 27. It was the jersey he wore right when he got traded to Carolina, which I probably got as some sort of consolation gift because when he was traded, keep in mind I was like 15. It was like the worst day of my life. I was very devastated. It was just like, how could this happen to me? You know, just I don't know. I think my mom wanted to keep me home from school.
I'm sorry.
Like it was pretty bad. I mean, the things that like just take priority in your life when you're that young, I guess, you know.
Well, there's a lot of rumors of why.
Yeah, we don't have to get into that, but you know, I heard it all. But
it's a family friendly show. And speaking of family friends, Tyndall jumps back in. Interested in the Toby hockey stick. She wants to know when the new graphics are coming out. Any update on that, OB? New graphics coming out?
I'm pretty sure the new graphics on the sticks will land around the time of the showcase. So sometime in April, early second quarter, 2026.
There we go. All right. You heard it here first, Tyndall. Awesome stuff. And not to mention, we are going to have Toby hockey a part of the showcase. A couple of ideas that I had. Obviously, I reached out to you a few weeks ago before you had taken your break about an idea that I had with Toby, and you and I will get into that later on. But Toby hockey will be a part of the showcase one way or another. We also have media day for the players and stuff like that, but we'll get into that a little bit later on. This is Allison's show tonight. We're going to focus on Allison and keep it rocking and rolling here. So, you know, love of the game. Obviously, Nick played for a while. Nick got to play some judge hockey with me. I think Nick played for a season with me. Father judge hockey. He did get to play with me and Leo, which was really, really cool. But you know, is if you had to describe your hockey journey so far in one word, what would that be?
Evolving, I suppose. I always grew up around hockey, so you know, younger brother Nick, and then my older brother.
Let's go.
Yeah. So they always were playing hockey. Like my older brother was more of a roller hockey guy and still is, and then Nick, you know, he played roller at first. Like we would play out in the neighborhood, and you know, I became interested. Like I always had some sort of like latent interest in it when I was younger. You know, I play like the NHL video games and, you know, be terrible at those too. But I didn't really jump on the bandwagon until 97 when the Flyers made the Stanley Cup Finals. And the reason I got into it, I remember we were driving home from somewhere, like my family, we were driving home from somewhere. And my older brother asked to put the Flyers game on the radio. And I think like, oh no, I want to listen to music or something. And my older brother goes, "You're like the only person who doesn't care about this." And that like cut deep. Like, why? How could you say that? I felt terrible. Like, I don't want to be the only one in the city that doesn't care about this. So I decided like, okay, yeah, maybe I'll check it out. And, you know, I watched all 4 games of the Stanley Cup Finals, had my heart broken and decided, okay, I'll come back next season and see what it's about. And then it's been like pretty much off and on for the last almost 30 years, I guess. I was very much into watching hockey when I was in high school. That was like my hobby. I played roller hockey here and there, but never anything really seriously. And if you can believe it, I was actually a lot worse back then. Did
your brothers playing? I know you mentioned the playing in the neighborhood, them playing.
Yeah.
Did you play with them at all, like street hockey or ball hockey on the street, or just watch those games?
Yeah, so I played more with my younger brother, and believe it or not, my younger brother is actually the goalie. So he was the one behind between the pipes. And then my older brother at the time, he was actually our coach. So do you remember NHL Breakout? The roller hockey tournaments? Yeah. We actually did that a couple of years. The first time we did it, another great story. Comcast Sportsnet held this contest that said, oh, you can represent Comcast Sportsnet at NHL Breakout. You just have to send in postcards because this was like 1999. So I filled out about 40 postcards, let's say. I ended up winning. And I told all my friends, like, oh, we're going to NHL Breakout. It was in Atlantic City. It's like, we're going to play on behalf of Comcast Sportsnet. But what they didn't tell us was that the team that they were registered for, like the league, was like 18 plus men. And here we are. We were like
a bunch of kids.
average age of like 12. I don't think anybody was taller than 5'4". We got absolutely demolished every game.
Oh, wow.
I think one of my brother's like smaller friends tried to start fights. Like, it was a disaster. And then needless to say, Comcast Sportsnet did away with that contest after that year. Like, we can't have that happen again. But then about a year or two later,
it's like the Mites on Ice. I mean, hopefully that keeps it going.
It was like, I mean, it was bad. Like, looking back, it's like, I can't believe they allowed this to happen. But anyway, it's a great story to tell. A couple of years later, we signed up in a more age-appropriate division, and we were the Hornets. I don't know if you remember the very first night I showed up at Foundry, I was wearing a yellow jersey, the Hornets jersey. That was the jersey I wore. That was like way back. So that was the jersey we wore at Breakout. I think that was like 2000. Yeah, I think it was like around 2000.
Okay.
And so we did a lot better that year. It was a lot more even. But yeah,
did you do the one that was in Philadelphia or only Atlantic City?
Atlantic City both times. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then after that, I think around that time I was starting high school, and the kids were like growing up, doing their own things, and half of us weren't really going out and playing as much, and other things took priority. I think I was more interested in watching than playing after a point.
Yeah.
And but my younger brother obviously kept up with it, and so did my older brother. They've been playing like off and on for many years. So my younger brother moved to Canada 10 years ago, and he picked up ice hockey, and he's no longer a goalie, but now he's
he looks good.
Forward. Yeah, he does. Good. Yeah.
He's got some size too. But he's a big. Yeah, he's got some size, but he had the game-winning goal, and that Flyers Fantasy Alumni Camp. Great goal, great. His positioning is really good. Like, he can move a little bit, not real glidey, but like knows where to be at the right time. He's going to accept the pass and put the puck on that. It was really cool to see him. Him and I have so many good memories together, and obviously, losing Leo, it's like when I got to see Nick. It was like, that's how we knew each other, from all three of us, like hanging out together, playing hockey at the bank. And then over at the Brum, the hockey rink is where we did our roller hockey with some of the neighborhood kids and stuff like that, right in the old Northeast Philadelphia. So it was cool when I saw him play on the ice. It was the first time I saw him play on the ice besides that one game for Judge freshman year. He looked good. He had the game-winning goal and then another goal right after. And I was like, like Allison, you remember, like, right before the face-off, I was in the stands, and I'm taking pictures and stuff like that for Bill Meltzer. Shout out to Hockey Hot Stove, great friend. We love Bill. We're doing some media for him, and I'm starting to feel it at the moment. Seeing Nick again, Allison, the fan were there, and I looked at Nick. I was like, let's fucking go, bro. You got this. A couple seconds later, what happened, Al?
He scored a goal.
Tied the game.
Proud sister.
Goal, dude. It was pretty dope.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, it was dope. It was really, really, really cool. It was a cool moment. But we have once again, if you're just checking in, we have Allison AB17 Brett on the show. And Allison's just getting into hockey, been playing for about 4 months now, and we're learning a little bit about her journey. Special co-host tonight, doing an incredible job as I've been popping in and out due to the service issues from Verizon, holding the fort down here. John OB's back at it with us again. But a couple questions, a couple comments I want to just mention here about the leap and like the start playing. Was it intimidating at first? And like, what were some of the biggest fears like before stepping on the ice, besides taking off the ice guards? Because that is always my biggest fear.
Was it intimidating? Yeah, a little bit, because I had ice skated before. Wasn't very good. Never knew how to stop. Couldn't really skate backwards.
I still can't skate backwards, to be honest with you.
Of course, like, there's that part of you that doesn't want to look like a complete jackass. But I think I've also reached a point in my life where it's like, nobody's judging you more than you're judging yourself. And everybody started somewhere. So everybody on that ice was where I was at that point in time. And, but honestly, everybody's really been so helpful and accommodating that, I don't really think about, oh my God, like, yeah, I don't like messing up. I don't like looking bad necessarily, but I've also had to tell myself, to quote Ilya Brizgalov, it's only game. So, you're just out there. I mean, I wish I was giving you like $12 million too, but
thought you was here for a second. I love that answer.
Honestly, that was the advice my brother gave me before I played my very first game with the Kraken babies. I said, look, I'm feeling a little nervous. Like, give me a pep talk. And he just texted me back, it's only game. I'm like, that's it. That's all I need to hear. Like, and that was it.
It's only game. Nothing like a good pregame speech. I love that. And great answers too, because it's always tough getting. I mean, you remember the first time you were playing and you started off as a goalie. You played goalie for so long. How about you? I mean, you share your experience as well. Like, the first time you hopped on there as a goaltender.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do that story, but let me talk about what Allison did.
Sure.
And how was
absolutely.
She stepped into the right atmosphere, right? So we talked about doing the foundries. The foundries are it's basically like a learn to play for adults, and so there's different ones at different rinks, different times of the week. And Allison did 100% right. The foundries are there specifically for people that want to go and learn. And to your point, like, hockey humbles everybody very quickly because skating is very difficult. Skating is very hard, so doing anything on top of skating is difficult. So everyone gets it, right? So it's the right, if anyone's thinking about making that leap, or like they loved hockey and they've had a year, most of the people, and Allison can attest to this, most of the people that we play with are adults, literally like lacing it up for the first time, going, I've always wanted to play hockey, I'm going to go do it. And it's such an atmosphere where, like, if you fall down, like, there's nobody's laughing. Like, they're making sure you're okay. They're making sure you're all right. Are you okay? Are you good? And then let's keep going. Like, nobody's dwelling on it. To your point, Allison, like, nobody's thinking, like, if you fall or I fall, like, no one's thinking about it outside of like, hey, are you good? Okay, let's keep playing. Right. So it's definitely, for anyone that's on the fence or thinking about making the decision to go and play hockey as an adult, like, that's the right place to do it. It's such a supportive group of people. And you see people there week in and week out, just coming in, and you can see their progress. Like, I as Allison go from, where she was 4 months ago to where she's at now. Right. And it's such a cool thing to
Yeah, it was great. And like seeing her, for getting on there for the first time with her, knowing that it was going to be a little bit more of a competitive skate than Foundry. I mean, once again, positioning was there, a little step behind because of just the skating and stuff like that, but she knew where she wanted to be, and that's where she wanted to go. And she was on a line with two of the boys from the Sticks. So two decent players that weren't just looking like over, like not even paying attention to her. That she was getting dishes right in front of us. She had 3-4 opportunities, a couple shots on that. That they saw that she could get in position and do the best that she can for being such a new player. Not to mention, I mean, leveling that guy as she did. I mean, listen, I think he still might be on the ice. For rumor has it. I mean, she's dropping bombs out there, brother.
Now,
dropping bombs out there.
There's something else you forgot to mention, Frank, because you and I, like, we got there together, and the game had already started. And they're like, suit it up, get out on the ice, like, as soon as possible. So it's like, no time to, like, warm up or stretch or anything. It's like, we need you right the damn now. So it's like,
I came a little late.
Yeah, I hope I don't, like, pull something.
It took me a little bit.
Yeah, I think, like, it took me about 45 minutes to, like, get warmed up. And then, like,
it definitely was a little bit. And that was a good skate. That was a quick skate, and the boys were impressed. I mean, like listen, they were saying, I know a few of those guys out there. They weren't, they didn't all know that you and I were tight. So, they could have said what they wanted to say and started being like little dicks. But once again, Grundy has really turned into a good organization. For early on, I was a little questionable of some things, but I'll tell you one thing that they do so well. And John, and we talked about this before. Every team is fair. You're not going to see any ringers, which I think is absolutely incredible in a world where you see a lot of that around the leagues. Grundy has really brought a good, fair a men's league, adult league. And I think that's really important for these younger players and newer players that are getting into it. That's kind of my take on that, but I'll let you guys kind of keep going if you want, and we're going to transition into the gut check segment as soon as we finish this take here.
Okay. It's been about 4 months since I started playing, and I go maybe 2-3 times a week to Foundry, depending. But now that's changed a little bit because I'm on a team, which we can talk about in a little bit. But I will say, like, the Foundry's been great. Like, I've certainly gotten a lot of value from it, but I find that like getting out and just like playing, maybe because I'm not thinking as much. Like if I'm doing a drill, half the time I'm getting myself confused, like I did on Monday. We were doing one drill with passing. It's like, I don't know where to go. And they're probably thinking, oh my God, what is this girl doing? But part of it's like overthinking, like, you want to make sure you're doing it right and just kind of like fumbling through it. But then once I'm out there and I'm playing like in an actual like scrimmage or a game situation, there may be things that we did in the drills that maybe during the drill I was terrible, but then like during the game it's like, oh wow, I actually let's see, I did a crossover, let's say, in some alternate universe. Like I'm actually doing these things without like really thinking about it. And I think I really thrive on that too. Like, yeah, of course I need the instruction, like, here's, how to do a proper stop, or here's how to like cross over, here's how to pass shoot, like all of that, all the fundamentals and bringing it down. Like that's really important. But I think going out and just doing it too, for me has been very helpful. I did the scrimmage with you, Frank, and then I did another scrimmage up at the pavilion. And that was like a bunch of people I didn't know. I never played with them before. I didn't know what to expect. But that was a lot of fun too. And I think a lot of them were like higher up in skill than I was. But I think I managed pretty well. I didn't do anything.
Absolutely.
I don't want to say I didn't do anything. I think if I want to pat myself on the back for one thing, I think I do a pretty good job of, you say positioning, but I think breaking up plays, because, hey, if I can't make a play, I'm going to make sure you can't. So I just really try to get.
Definitely. That's really well said, Allison. And one thing I noticed I want to mention, I just dissected of what you were kind of saying, is for the difference between learning it and then getting in that game form is, which isn't easy to do, is that natural ability to kind of know where to be, especially early on. Like I've gotten to play with OB for a little bit and playing on his team and stuff like that. Guys been playing for a while. They know where to be. We know, and we expect them to know where to be. But a new player coming in 4 months in, it's usually a much more learning curve. But hearing what you were saying and then watching you play, that learning instinct of kind of like knowing where to be, once again, the positioning, but already like, hey, I know this is where I'm going to have to be, the premeditation aspect of it. Mm-hmm. When you start rocking and rolling and getting that flow, I mean, you're already going to be one step ahead of the game. And trust me, when you play with the OBs, you want to make sure you're ready to rock and roll, because they're scoring goals. They want to score some goals, and if they ain't scoring goals, they're gonna let you hear it. The boys have to put the puck in the net.
Yeah, I don't want to crimp their style or anything, But
listen, I don't need no emails, Frankie. Who the hell are we playing with here? I'm like, listen, let's give her a shot. Give her a shot. With that being said,
I will say though that I think I have the advantage of having played before. Not that I was like playing in a league or anything, but it's not like I was starting from zero. And I watched the game for a very long time, so I have understanding of the rules and the roles of the players and whatnot. But of course, going out there and doing it and just observing it are two very different things. And, part of that is like, okay, you're in that situation now. Like, what do? You try not to panic and you try to make smart plays. So there's certainly that aspect of it. And I would say now that I'm playing hockey, when I watch hockey, I view it differently now. I look at players and what they're doing, what they're not doing. Sometimes I make a play. I made a play like that last week. and that's usually not complimentary.
Love that. And perfect time. And once again, we got Allison, AB17, and OB on the show. Good show so far. flying through. Already at 40 minutes, but we're going to get into one of our favorite topics of the night. And OB, this is where we actually hand the reins over to the guest co-hosts for Gut Checked. I'm gonna do the sponsor read here, and then you are going to be the one to read off the. I'll put them on screen for you, and then you guys will go back and forth. First thing that comes to your mind, Allison. This is the Gut Check segment. 5 random questions. First thing that comes to your mind. What is it going to be? And of course, Pro Edge Hockey at Hockey Analytics presents Gut Checked. Pro Edge Hockey Analytics delivers elite level player evaluations, video analysts, and development. Tell Brian the Chirp Pucks podcast sent you. They are an official sponsor of the Chirp Pucks Media Showcase. Every player will receive a grade and a grading card on behalf of Pro Edge Hockey Analytics. But first thing that comes to your mind, I'm going to put the first one up here. OB, are you ready to rock and roll?
Let's do it.
Let's go. All right, Allison, here we go. First one is OB. Read it off to her.
All right, Allison. What is your favorite hockey movie?
You know what? I think it's going to have to be Mighty Ducks. I know that's a very cliche answer, but my younger brother and I especially. Oh, number one, first one. I have a soft spot for the second one too. It might be a tie between the two. But
I love the second
my
one.
younger brother and I we watched those movies like over and over again as kids, and probably to this day we could still like quote it back and forth. But yeah, my niece, who's almost 4, she just got a Mighty Ducks jersey, like the District 5 Mighty Ducks jersey as a Christmas gift. Yeah, and she loves it. Like she watches it.
District 5.
Plus, yeah. We're gonna get her on the ice hopefully very soon. Little Mite on the ice would be so cute.
Love that.
Excellent.
She will kick my butt.
There we go. Let's keep it moving for the Gut Check segment. The Gut Check segment's a little bit more rapid fire. OB, you want to throw your favorite hockey movie out there? First one.
Miracle. Easily Miracle. Just the lines and the quotes from that, and obviously the underlining theme of the whole movie is just incredible. But yeah, that's same thing with my brother. Like we just will quote that movie ad nauseum, even with our our bad Boston accents. Make copying the lines from it.
Oh, Mystery Alaska.
Let's go. Mystery Alaska got mentioned in there. A lot of people are big fans of that. But but number 2, I messed this one up. It just has a color in there, but this is the tape. Okay, this is the type of tape. OB. It's either gonna be white or black, obviously. White or black tape.
Oh my God, neither.
Which one you usually use?
Have you ever seen my? You say it. I use like red. I use red tape, like a red orange. And
okay.
I only use that because that's what my brother bought me. It looks flashy, and it helps me keep my eye on the puck.
Love that.
I use a Tovey.
There you go. OB, you don't have to answer because you use a Tovey.
I use the puck wax. We have a wax puck, so I use the wax on the stick, but I use black for the handle, for the butt end.
Yeah,
let's go. I'm just molded in there. Number 3. Here we go. OB, this one. Read that
there
off.
We go. Great one. Pre-game hype song.
It changes all the time. It really does depend on what mood I'm in. But off the tip of my tongue, I'll say Like a G6 by Far East Movement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a G6. There we go.
Like a G6.
Nice.
Like a G6. But I'll stop. But yeah, it's going to be something.
Like a G6. I remember that song.
That's me when I'm on the ice, like a G6, whatever that's supposed to mean. But it's going to be something upbeat.
You're like people.
Dance, yeah, like either like dance or maybe something like, I don't know, Welcome to the Jungle, Master of Puppets, something like it. I listen to a lot of different music.
One's good.
So whatever I'm feeling.
That's why we love the rapid fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
First one that comes into mind. That's all. You just gotta hit the first one.
What about you, Frankie? What's your
first one that came to my mind? My song on like getting myself pumped up. It was always the Jonas Brothers. We go together. Boom, boom, boom. And in the birds of a feather, you know me. We'll change the weather. Song always gets me pumped up. But recently, it's been a little something different. It's actually been Red Right Hand. Okay. This is it was the Peaky Blinders intro song, and also was in Scream. I don't know what it is about that song, but man, do I get a nice boner from that. That's just getting me rocking and rolling. Something about it, brother. Like I get out there, and I'm listening to that song, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna score a couple goals tonight. So that's fine. But Jonas Brothers for sure. We go together. Nothing like it. They're just Jonas Brothers, fucking legends. How about you, OB?
Depends. Mostly rap.
First one.
I think right now, first one, Dreams and Nightmares, Meek Mill.
Easy. Let's go. Let's go. I think we played that before. Yeah, you've definitely played that before. Well, now we're talking. Keep on going to the next one. Number 4. We're almost there. OB, hit it with it.
Here we go. One word to describe your hockey future.
Memorable, I guess. I'm being realistic. I'm not going to be in the Olympics. I'm not going to be drafted to the, Women's National Hockey League. I mean, I guess, never say never, but, I'm doing this because, I'm doing this because I can. So,
yes.
What I want out of it is, exercise, obviously, and just a lot of, great memories with great people. So, we'll go with memorable.
Love that.
Now.
Great answer.
Yeah, that's a great answer. It's actually almost hard not to copycat it. Like where I am and been playing for so long, it's like I'm past the point of like, of course I want to win a championship, but like I'm looking to win a championship with the right peeps, like the Demons. Love to lift some hardware with the boys. That's one team I definitely want to lift some hardware with. But the Chirpin Pucks team, definitely would love to keep playing with the boys there. But like you said, making those memories with the people around you, a good club, fun club, like Demons hockey. When I got to came back and play with when I played with the Demons for the first time, I was having fun again. And not only was I having fun again, but the boys around me, because playing on a new club, I knew a few of the boys and stuff like that. But it just takes a game to get used to me. I get a little excited on the bench. I'm very vocal and all fun. I'm a big bench morale guy, but it was cool to be able to contribute right away. The first 3 games I had with the Demons, I was helping. I was contributing. It was nice. It felt good. I had a lot of fun, and I guess that would be the word, fun. The old F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me, and is for nautical nonsense in the deep blue sea. Like that's where we're at. It's a little fun. It's a little fun.
You're just like putting on a concert tonight with all these songs. You got any more in your repertoire?
Karaoke podcast.
Oh,
I'm a huge fan. I like that actually. You might be onto something there.
Yeah, there's
How about you, brother?
Dude,
one
honestly,
word.
I think it, to your point, it's be tough to not copy, right? Like, I'm not going to the show. I'm just having fun. Like, I just want to go and keep playing hockey. There's something so cathartic to me. Like the second the skates like dig into the ice and you do that like first turn, it's like this is the next hour and a half of my life. It's just fun. Yeah, I think fun. Fun's probably the word I'd use.
It is always fun. Yeah, it is a lot of fun. It is. The final question, and you're absolutely crushing it. Before we get to the last question, Pro Edge Hockey Analytics. Check them out on the website. Scan that QR code. Let them know Chirpin Puck sent you. They are going to be giving every player a free grade and an awesome, incredible grading card with it. We're just, the showcase we have coming up, it was all about just providing to the players, giving as much cool things as we can to the players. So our 5th and final question, OB, why don't you hit it with it?
There we go.
I love this one.
One player you met so far who passes the best. Who's the best passer you've played with?
Was that supposed to be you, John?
Yeah.
Yeah, to be clear, Frankie wrote all the questions.
He had no idea. I was curious to see.
I think we play against each other more than we play with each other.
For sure.
Yeah, and I actually find it more fun to play against you because you're very tough, and I appreciate that.
I never played against
I don't make it easy. I think there's a.
He really doesn't.
What's that?
You really don't.
You don't make it easy.
No, and I don't think hockey should be easy. I think when I see like a goalie, spread their legs and let somebody take a shot and score on them, like without trying, it's just like it's deflating to me to watch that as a player. Like someone's out here trying, they're putting in work, and it just like I don't know. It just feels like not genuine. It's like if someone like when you take it up the middle and you're like going to go in for a clean shot, it's like I'm going to put my stick in the lane because that's what hockey players do. I go and block the shot, or I make it difficult. Like you said earlier, you get in between the players and you make it difficult. Like that's how hockey should be.
Yeah. And I mean, like,
Allison, hit us with your answer. Rapid fire. Hit us with your answer real fast.
I don't know.
Hit us with your
because
answer.
I'm
Okay.
actually,
Rapid fire.
really
Rapid fire.
bad.
No?
I'm bad at collecting passes, so I don't have an answer for that right now.
little technical. Is there a pass that you remember during a game? Like, hey man, that hit me right on the tape. I like that. That felt
Actually,
good. Is there?
Actually, my very first learn to play, and it was you, John. We played with each other. You had a drop pass. You had a drop pass. I was right in front of the net, and I got it right between the goalie's legs. And I always remember that. So
Let's go.
There you go.
I do recall that.
It.
I think my brother probably fell out of his chair listening to someone say that I was a good passer, because I 99% of the time I'm shooting and looking for a rebound.
Yeah, but I don't know, because like I said,
goal scorer, absolute goal scorer.
I'm still learning how to receive passes properly. So I'm sure there are a lot of great passers that I haven't really tapped into their potential yet, so to speak. So I'm sorry. I will work on that.
No, you've done well. You've done well with taking the pass. It's just settling that puck, getting that shot off. But you could take the pass. There's no doubt about it. Like, and that's only going to get better. It's just getting that shot down. You're crushing it.
Yeah, your brother Richie did give me like a really nice pass once.
And that's gut checked.
It wasn't during a game.
Sponsored by Pro Edge Hockey Analytics.
It was a one-timer too, and I think I actually got it on net. I was very proud of that. Yeah.
Yep, that's Richie.
Yep. Are you going to take that, Frank? Is he right?
It's Frank frozen right now.
We're going to come.
Verizon on that one too.
Comment in here from Nick Davidson, little son of a bitch.
Frankie's gone. Frankie's got to get Comcast in. You got to get some Comcast in there, Frankie.
Yeah, come to the Xfinity.
I will. My feelings were hurt from Davidson. Frankie struggles with passes too, specifically passes from the Davidson brothers. Now I know exactly what he's talking about here. And Nick, you're an admin on StreamYard. You can bring your ass in here if you got something to say, brother. That being said, I haven't played as much hockey since I started the new job. We'll definitely want to be out there more. But when I get out there with the boys, and he did. And listen, his brother is a goal scorer. And he hit me with some clean passes. I just couldn't handle them. I don't know. Honestly, I think it was because of the tape job. I doubled the tape up. All right, I need a Tovey. I need a Tovey stick. Make sure you check out Tovey. Check out our man OB. He's good stuff. Great sticks. That's a goal scorer up there. Prime goal scorer. Check the fucking stats. And it has nothing to do with Tovey hockey. But Nick, thanks for the comment here, buddy. And he said, he hit us with a poof. I think, we might have another special guest coming in. That being said, that was our gut checked episode. We're going to keep going on here and start the transition out of the show here. Obviously, we mentioned if you've been playing for 4 months and you got an opportunity to get on your first club. I don't think I got on the club that early on, actually. I mean, I played high school hockey, and I just started playing, but but afterwards in Mensley, like just start playing hockey and get on a club, it's pretty impressive. And Allison definitely stood out enough to get on a club. And I'm not saying that the big chirping puck scout John OB had something to do with that, but listen, the man had a full report for me, and it's definitely meeting expectations. Let's talk about your team. Okay, let's talk about the team. You're on a club now. I think it's that, and congratulations, by the way. To you on getting on your first team, your first official team. I definitely want to give you congratulations. I think it's incredible. And who you're playing for, and tell us a little bit about the team.
So I'm playing for the Kensington Kraken's D team, the Kraken Babies, aka the Crack Babies, which is really. Oh, come on. Oh, whatever.
Absolute boo. Moving on. Tell us about it.
They took me in, and
they did.
I actually officially got the word that I joined their team on my birthday. So that was a great birthday gift, for real.
Come on, happy birthday, lady.
Thanks. Yeah, so I think we all got together.
So tell us more. There's a little scrimmage beforehand. I love that. You see, and OB, you don't see that too often. I see that a lot with Grundy, OB, and you probably can agree to this. besides your games, people are getting out there scrimmaging. These lower level divisions actually are wanting to get better, and you don't see that too often in the hockey community, and especially in beer league. Teams, lower level divisions, wanting to get out there more and take advantage of ice time to get better. I think that's absolutely incredible that you did that scrimmage, and I think it's a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, it was an opportunity for me to learn who I'd be playing with, and then the OG Kraken, I guess the C5 team, a lot of them were there, and after the scrimmage, they took some time to work with us, on like skills like passing and shooting and things like that.
Yeah.
So it was, it was more than just like, oh, we're going to play. We're also going to help you out, and
that's awesome.
That means a lot. It's not just like, oh, here you go, whatever, like figure it out. They're really coaching you along the way. It's I couldn't ask for a better team to be a part of. Not to
besides the demons, of course, but I'm happy that you are with the Crack Babies.
Yeah.
There's some good people on that team. Obviously, you're playing with Hirsch, great friend, Chirpy Puck. The Gremlins will be coming back on the show. Some good players on the team. You're surrounded by some good people, and what makes me really happy is the people like when you first got into playing, you were able to kind of like have a bar of like, hey, I just got into this. I got to link up with OB, Richie, Anna Lee. Like they kind of set the example of what good people are around the community. Because OB, and you can touch on it. There aren't really all great people in the community. I mean, we know who we are, and we want to help people get involved and get better and be there and be supportive. But not everybody is like that. So the fact that you were able to find a team that is like that, and obviously there's a support with us, it goes a long way, and it makes new players wanting to continue on. And OB, if you want to touch on that as well, by all means.
Yeah, no, I think you hit the nail on the head. Just even talking about the teams putting together scrimmages, and there is such a community of like, we're all adults. We all know we're not making the show. We just want to go and have fun. And a lot of times you're going to end up, one night you were playing with some people. 2 nights later you're playing against them, right? And it's like, oh, I know that person. That's my friend because I see them up here all the time, and we get along, and it kind of helps create that community that Allison's getting to experience now of going up there. She can get more familiar with all the different players from the different teams and kind of run into each other at open skates or foundries or whatever the case may be. So yeah, it's definitely a fully supportive and collaborative community. Perfectly
said, OB. Perfectly said. Couldn't have said it any better, my brother. And then once again, you had your first game, right? How did I know it was a tough one, and you played against my little minions, the All Deeks. Shout out to the Deekies. There's a couple of clubs over there. They peppered you guys a little bit. I will say this about them: they spent a couple of seasons getting absolutely destroyed. They finally start to get a little bit better, but they that team games where I don't think they scored a goal. I know when I played with the Demons before we bumped up and we played against one of the Deke teams. One, they were completely surprised to see me going up against them and on the bench. And we were barking. And I remember getting, I think it was either John or Richie wins a clean face-off. I was playing defense. Puck comes back. I don't have a clapper. I can't even spell clapper. But I took a shot and took a blast, and it went through and went right over Obi's pad and went in the net. And boy, nothing like scoring against your club that you know. I looked right at the bench and said, that one was for you boys. And we got a big win out of it. Playing against teams that you know, and in that division, it's comforting. It's a good feeling to be able to get out there. But it's a team that struggled for sure, but then they're getting better. And we all start somewhere. When I was captain of Foundry, we didn't win a game until the end. And then obviously, that team turned into a new team, and then they kicked me off that team, and then I became part of the Deeks. Moving on. So it's all about, once again, it's about the good people. You find the right people, and you're going to be in good hands, just like Allstate.
Yes, exactly. Like you said, it was a rough first game, but again, we were playing a team that had been playing together for years at this point, and we are a team that was like literally formed like that Monday, and we played on Friday. So it's like, a lot of us don't really know each other yet, so we're still feeling it out. But to my credit, we did score the very first goal of the game. I was on the ice. Yeah, I watched the puck go in. That was my contribution. I was right in front of the net. But it was a shot from the point that win. Well, that was a +1, but I think I probably ended the game like -3. So
Started on
Ray Romana. You know what I mean? It's nor here nor there. You were on the ice for a big goal. You get to celebrate your first one with the team. It's always an incredible feeling. First game, I remember my first game for Father Judge. We lost 13-3. We ended up going 1 for 13 that year. But I scored a goal. I scored the second goal after we were losing by 10. Typically, you're losing that bad. You don't really care to celebrate. I pulled a celebration like I just won the Stanley Cup. I was so pumped up, and I was like going nuts, and we were getting killed. And their bench was like, dude, you're losing. But I was so pumped up to get that goal. And you're going to have that moment when you put that first goal in the net. And it's a special one. But I got a feeling, and it's a hot take right here. I got a feeling the boys are going to set you up real nice, and it's going to be, I'm going to say it's going to be the tying goal against the Chirpy Pucks in the showcase. Late in the game, we're putting them out there. I'm on defense with my guy. And we got the OB line out there with AB. And you get in your spot, and the boys are looking. The brothers are looking. Where's she at? Howard Sauce on the net with an edge work. Sticks down. Redirects in there for the tying goal. And then Allison just hits it with a let's go. Come on.
Let's manifest it right now. Let's manifest.
You heard it here first, OB. Can you imagine if that happens, dude?
Allison,
somebody can lose it.
Allison, do you have a celly in mind when you score?
I don't know. I think whatever comes to mind at that time, but I guarantee it will probably be obnoxious.
Okay. A fist pump never fails.
I've been doing mine for a few years. That little fist pump,
yeah. A fist pump never fails if you're struggling to put together your celly.
I'll probably scream. I'll probably be like you, Frankie. Probably be like I got like the game in the moment. Yeah.
Remember when Carcillo scored that goal in OT and he was like, "Whoa, God, what am I going to do?"
Freaked out.
Yeah, freaked out. I love that. Mine's is something simple. I score the goal and I just hit it with a boom, 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 boom. Right there. That's usually what I do. One time I did.
Yeah. Hang up the phone.
There you go. The phone call.
What, the old phone hang up? Absolutely fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
I love that one. Christian Davidson, quick shout out. Listen, you got swag. You absolutely. You're AB. I want to mention Christian Davidson real fast. New goaltender for the Demons. How about? You never know. I scored a goal against Christian Davidson one time. First time him and I ever met, and he already got word that I was a complete asshole. I score a goal on him on a breakaway, and I take off my glove and put my glove on my stick, and I hit it with a selfie stick. Right after I went bar down on him, he was not happy. He looked at. I don't think he liked me very much when I did that because I came, first shift. His team was like, "Yo, watch out for Frankie. He's an asshole. He's an asshole with the yellow helmet." And here I come on a breakaway and just go right over the shoulder pad, and then literally hit him with a selfie stick celly right in front of him. And then he hit me with "Who the fuck is this guy?" And then him and I became very close friends. Right after, I feel like that's what it takes sometimes is a little testiness, and then you become friends.
Did you have the yellow bucket with the tinted visor? You are so dusted.
You know.
Where's the tinted? Did you have the tinted visor on that helmet?
I did not have the tinted visor. The tinted visor is for chirping pucks teams. I didn't have the tinted visor. I had just my clear. I wanted him to see my eyes as I looked at him and said, "You're done." But yeah, I'm looking forward to. It was pretty diabolical. Him and I talk about it a lot because, I'm pretty well known within that league, and it was the first time I played against that team, and he already heard about me. So coming down on a breakaway and hitting him, and then hitting him with an absolute gem of a celly. First time I did that celly, I think I have video footage of it. I'll share it later on the social media. But he was just so pissed. You get in his head, and you can run away with a game. I'll tell you that. And I'll probably, just an FYI, he's a solid goalie though. He's only gotten better. And I had a hot take earlier in the year. I said if he joins the Demons, they will win a championship, and we'll see what happens. That being said, Allison, we're going to start to kind of finish up here. Anything? When's your next game? I know you're early in the season, and obviously, Demon hockey is also coming.
Through his services.
Allison, when is your next game?
Yeah, but I can kind of piece together what he's trying to say. But if you're
I know it sucks.
It's like your
Brutal.
fault. It's not your fault. Oh, now he's gone. But yeah, our next game is this Friday at 8:45 at Grundy, and we are playing the Pylon. So if you're around, you want to see some great fun hockey, come on out to Grundy. Okay, I'm done.
There you go.
Yeah, I just kind of lost it there, but yeah, should be a fun one. Should be, I think, a little more evenly matched too. I say.
Yeah, and the team you're playing is like every year there's always like a foundry team, right? So there's like a team that starts as the foundry team, and then they eventually like go and create their own team name and their own uniform and identity. And I think that this year that's what the foundry team is. What the Mighty Pylons is that, you know, they used to be a foundry team. Now they've sort of incorporated, made their own team. A lot of friends on that team. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. Like, I mean, even after last week's game, like, despite the result, I was just like ready to get back out there. It's like, I want to do it again next week. I can't wait. Let's go. It's the best. Losing sucks, but just playing and having a game to look forward to.
You know, I have to give credit.
That's what sucks.
But I have to give credit to the captains of the Kraken. So like Cindy, Tim, all the OG Kraken. Like,
who are the captains, by the way?
So Tim, Cindy. So they're the captains.
Tim, Cindy. I don't know if I know Tim. Cindy, no. I don't know them too.
I'm blanking on last names, but yeah, but
is Sheridan on that team? Sheridan's not on that team too, isn't he, Obi? The higher level Kraken team?
I don't know.
I don't think Sheridan would be on the D team.
No,
not the D team. He's on the higher level, right?
Yeah, he is. Yep.
The C team, but
scumbag, by the way, scumbag Sheridan is, respectfully. Right out there, it's my show. I can do what I want.
The leadership has been like, you know, fantastic. You know, like after that game, it was rough, but you know, the vibes were not sour. It's like, you know, this is our first game. You know, we did score a goal, and there's a lot that we can learn from that. So you just like take it and just build from that. So that's. Oh my goodness. So yeah.
I love that. OB, our service is shit. I'm gonna pop out and let you take the lead here and finish up the show. Showcase is coming up. I want you we're really pumped up about it. You know, all of us are gonna be on the same team together as Chirpin Pucks. We're really looking forward to it. Just an update. OB has always had to, help me with jerseys. He helped me with the Chirpy Pucks jerseys, and he set me up and helped me with this round of jerseys as well. A lot of people with the questions and stuff like that with material, and like you do an incredible job with the jerseys, and always been able to help me with that quality jerseys. Really excited to see the colors on the boys. I mean, the Two Brothers One Puck show podcast, they're so pumped up for their jerseys that you were able to create. We're going to get new ones as well. Probably change the logo so it's not a duck. That kind of threw us off a little bit. But with that being said, I'm going to pop out and be behind scenes. Talk a little bit about the jerseys. You want to show one? That way people have an idea of what we're talking here.
Sure. Yeah. So the jerseys are all going to be, obviously, they're tournament jerseys. So they're lightweight. They're what's called sublimated, which is basically a printed material. So you'll see different hockey jerseys when you play. You'll see embroidered, which is like what the Flyers wear when they go and play a game, where it's all stitched in, and there's twill patches. But for the tournament, they're going to be sublimated, so they're printed, which is good because you can do any color that you want. And so this is a sample. Right, this is obviously our Demons.
There we go.
I don't know where my camera.
Yeah, that turns me on.
There we go. So that's the
your camera. What the hell is your camera?
I don't know, dude. It's got a mind of its own. It's full color. It's looking for me, right? So it's tracking me.
Is that my jersey? Is that my jersey?
This is your jersey, dude. We're waiting for you to show up the damn team and play. But you'll see it's got all the colors.
Just call me out, aren't you? My service already sucks. Now you're telling me I suck.
I said show up to a game. That's all. Take that.
I know you did. Speaking of game, got to give her a mention. Annalie checks in. And Annalie, we talked about you earlier. I want to thank you. You were one of the first point of contacts I had with and set you up with Allison to show her the ropes a little bit. Annalie, also a new player. Annalie's been playing for about a year. Played in the women's tournament that we had, which we will be bringing back this year. probably around the same time, all women's hockey tournament. Annalie is part of the Freeze, also plays with the Crack Babies. But her question, he's on C5 and he's going to play on D2. Maybe that's Sheridan. That's sad news to hear that he's going to be playing on D. I guess he's feeling a little insecure about his game, that he's got to. Hey man, we all got to start somewhere. So, but Annalie, we love you, and I'm happy that you're checking in. Always appreciate you checking in. Annalie's been on the show before as well. But tell Sheridan I said best of luck in D League, and I know got to start somewhere. I guess
I will
go
say,
from a top goal scorer down to D League. Wow.
I will say Annalie has one fierce cross check. So if you're going to go near the front of the net near her, just bear witness and take care of your ribs.
Oh, good to know. But we women, we're tough.
Well, she plays for the Growlers, right?
Yeah.
In the D League, so she's not on the same team as Allison.
I'm playing her on Friday.
Yeah.
I'm playing her on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't wait to play against her on Friday.
Oh, that's right. You're
No, next Friday we're playing.
Yeah,
so this Friday I'm playing the Pylons. Next Friday we're playing the Growlers. That's a 10:45 game. That's late.
Yeah, I love that. That's great. I love that. Yeah. I love that. My service sucks, so we're going to get the hell out of here. Toby Hockey, Allison's here. Allison, thank you so much for joining the show. First timer. Give it up for her incredible stuff. Make sure you follow her on Instagram. She has a little Instagram now, a little hockey Instagram. Make sure you give her a follow on that one. And we have OB, guest host. It's all good. Coming back, OB, really happy to have you part of this, man. And I really appreciate you being here again. That's going to do it for us. We have another episode next week that we're going to have. We're going to have the UHL Honey Badgers on. And then the week after that, the end January, we are going to have on my man Anthony. The University of Penn Zamboni driver, first ever Zamboni driver, coming on the show. Talk about his job and what he does at University of Penn. That's going to do it for us. My service absolutely sucks. Really sorry about the service people. Thank the Lord for John O.B. and A.B. for keeping the show going because I was useless tonight. I'm useless on the ice because I don't show up at Grundy, and I was useless here tonight. So I'm terribly sorry, people. No, I don't want to hear it. It's scored goals anymore.
It's Verizon.
I gotta get me an eye patch.
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna get me an eye patch. I blame Sheridan.
An eye patch, yeah.
Hey guys, Frankie James with Triple
Let's get out of here.
I mean, I don't know what he's got going on.